Today on Channel 8, we'll have updates on K-State's Title IX lawsuit, and in celebration of International Women's Month, we'll be talking to a K-State alum who's making strides with NASA.
Then we'll take a look at some changes being made at KSDB for their anniversary. All this today at Channel 8.
Today we are looking at a high chance of rain, but find out if you'll need your rain boots or swim trunks this weekend, later on in the show.
KSULD, broadcasting in high definition from Kansas State University, covering Manhattan, Riley County, and the Flint Hills. You're watching Channel 8 News.
Good morning, and welcome to Channel 8 News. I'm Julia Jorns.
And I'm Dayton Bossard. First up, a Title IX lawsuit against K-State, which claims the university failed to investigate rapes at fraternities, will be advancing through the civil court, something the university was fighting against. Reporter Sarah Wallace has more.
5 years ago, Sarah Weckhurst and Tessa Farmer filed Title IX lawsuits against Kansas State University, claiming the school failed to investigate their accusation of rape at fraternities. While fighting the Title IX lawsuits, K-State spent $350,000 in legal expenses, which, as of last week, we have learned was for nothing, as the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals ruled against K-State's request to have this lawsuit thrown out. Angela Hubler, Associate Professor in Gender Women's Sexuality Studies, believes that this lawsuit could help the culture of sexual assault on campus.
And so I hope that the lawsuit is quickly concluded, and I hope that the survivors in that case receive justice and are found, K-State is found liable, and I hope that as a result we are forced as an institution to change the way we respond to cases of sexual assault.
For senior Maddie Ruse, seeing these lawsuits unfold during her time at K-State has shown her ways K-State could potentially help students.
I think a big thing that could be changed with K-State in particular is acknowledgement of it. There is a severe lack of accountability and taking responsibility of sexual assault that very much does occur on this campus.
Although some decisions are being made by the judges and administration on the legality of sexual assault, it's people like Judy Davis here at the Manhattan Crisis Center who are helping and protecting survivors daily.
What we do is encourage them to take care of themselves. And that includes seeing to their physical health and their emotional and mental health. And we are here to offer immediate, practical support, and that can take whatever form the victim and survivor might want.
In Manhattan, Sarah Wallace, Channel 8 News.
Just a correction, K-State is currently working through 3 Title IX lawsuits involving sexual assault on campus, the second most in the country. The lawsuit involving Weckhurst and Farmer will be advancing through the civil court system in the coming months.
In his famous American leadership her words to create a voice for social issues, Denise Froman was crowned Women of the World Poetry Slam champion back in 2013, and since then has used her platform to advocate at a national and international stage for women's and LGBTQ rights, along with raising awareness about Latino identity issues in the United States.
Froman was a really inspirational and motivational speaker that came on campus. Even though, she's a poet, she's a gay woman, she's a multicultural woman, she was just very inspirational, and I was really glad that she was able to come.
A K-State University alum found her way to help research after her long-lived goal of being a part of NASA in some way. Reporter Olivia Bergmeyer has more.
As the Mars rover Opportunity took its last few pictures on the red planet early this year, the Mars rover Curiosity took on exploring the planet alone on the other side. One K-State alumna found her way on the rover Curiosity team.
Sarah Lamb got her start right here in Thompson Hall at Kansas State University, where she eventually went off to Arizona to become a doctoral student, and now she's a research assistant for the Mars Curiosity rover.
Lamb began her research with manganese concentrations, finding her dream already aiding in research.
I was trying to see if there was any really high abundances of manganese, because this manganese mineral, if you can find it in high quantities, that meant there was liquid water in highly oxidizing conditions.
The rover landed in the Aeolus Palus plain located within the Gale crater where NASA geologists suspect liquid water existed. Lamb knew from the get-go that NASA was her ultimate goal.
I wanted to work for NASA. I didn't really care what I did to get to NASA. I wanted NASA. And I chose chemistry for the gas giant planets and then geology for the rocky. And hopefully they would work themselves out.
Now she works with data collected from the ChemCam instruments.
This instrument on Curiosity, it's the very top one. So that's the mast unit. And it shoots a laser, and it can shoot up to 23 feet away from us. And when it does that, it vaporizes that rock into plasma.
In Manhattan, I'm Olivia Bergmeyer for Channel 8 News.
It seems as though her curiosity about NASA took her all the way to Curiosity on the Red Planet.
Big things are coming for KSDB 91.9 this year. With the 70th anniversary approaching, the station has a variety of changes in mind. Alec Madrigal has more.
Kansas State's radio program is the longest-running college radio station in the United States. This April, KSDB 91.9 will be celebrating its 70th anniversary. Naturally, with any milestone, the city of Manhattan can expect some big and exciting changes to come to the radio station. Zach St. Clair, program director, says he is looking forward to the coming announcements.
To commemorate in a big way, we are rebranding the station, actually. And so for that, we will be changing the name. So currently it's KSDB. For the 70th anniversary, we're going back to Wildcat 91.9.
The radio station has seen a lot of changes since it was first broadcast from Nichols Gymnasium. You're listening to KSDB 91.9. 91.9 used to broadcast live from Nichols back in the 1950s, but since burning down in 1968, they have found themselves relocated here at McCain Studio, where they do most of their live broadcasts. Kansas State Student Governing Association recently allowed KSDB to access $18,000 of funds previously set aside for the station. The funds will be used to purchase a new DJ automation system for 91.9.
So that allows us to get a state-of-the-art automation system that will really put us on par with other radio stations around the country. That way, if a student will come in here to KSDB and get trained on this system, they're pretty employable.
91.9 is also looking forward to the future. Ian Punnett, Chief Operator and Faculty Advisor for KSDB, says he believes we can make the program stronger.
The automation system will help, the rebranding will help, a new focus on exactly what we're doing on the air will make a big difference too. And then our hope is eventually to become the #1 college radio station in America, which is what we should be.
Look out for the coming changes starting April 5th of this year. In Manhattan, Alec Madrigal, Channel 8 News.
Coming up on Channel 8, we'll be taking a look at some programs on campus that might relieve some stress.
And later on, we'll review sports activities going on in Manhattan. All that and more on Channel 8.
Your identity is who you are.
Feels pretty good. Hurts a little bit when I'm putting pressure on it, but not too bad.
What's your pain level at?
Probably like a 3.
Okay, cool. So much better than yesterday.
Yeah, a lot better.
All right. Well, I'm going to start to slow it down now.
Okay.
This was my first time taking an online course, and well, it went really, really well. It really did not feel like an online course for me. It felt like we were in a classroom talking and discussing and collaborating with each other. It's a renowned university, and I really take pride in calling myself a Wildcat, and I'm really proud that I'm a K-State alumni now. So I think it adds up a lot of value that I'm from K-State.
Welcome to K-State. We're so excited all of you came to visit us here on campus. We're going to be starting our tour here in front of Anderson Hall, which is our administrative building and kind of our iconic building on campus. It houses our president's office and our vice president for student life. All right, let's get started. We're going to be going to the Union next. It houses our pool.
owning a pet can be beneficial, reporter Miriam Chamberlain attended an adoption event to find out the benefits of adopting and fostering animals.
With almost no effort at all, most pets manage to bring joy into our lives. Diana Valero has been fostering pets for some time now and is the co-director of the cat adoption program within the Purple Paws Animals Welfare Society. Valero explains why she feels it's important to have a special bond with animals.
I feel like if I didn't have my pets, I would not be the same person that I am. They definitely know when I'm having a rough day and I throw my backpack down on the ground, they just come running and they're ready to embrace me. And so I definitely do believe that it is very beneficial for a person to have a pet or have some type of social interaction in some way with an animal.
Not everyone understands the bond between humans and animals or even realize how much pets can do for their owners. Adoption clinics and events are always locally happening.
If you find yourself being lonely, you can adopt or foster furry guys like this one every Saturday at Petco or PetSmart from noon to 3.
I think dogs and even cats, really, companion animals are de-stressors, you know. They call them therapy dogs, but really they're therapeutic, I think, in general. We have all kinds of dogs, and we rescue dogs from real bad situations, but they're awesome dogs. So, yep, come and see us. They're wonderful.
Looking after pets is a big responsibility, but when considering the benefits, they make the hard work worthwhile. Paul's primary focus is towards rescuing dogs and cats and giving them a loving home. In Manhattan, I'm Miriam Chamberlain for Channel 8 News.
For more information on adopting and fostering animals, you can visit PAW's website at purple-paws.org. And now for our cat lovers, we go live with reporter Alex Gailey, who is talking with Cattail's fostering program.
We're here outside Petco, where PAWS holds adoption events every Saturday. Cattails, a nonprofit organization, holds adoption events every Saturday and Sunday to make it easier to adopt homeless cats. I'm here with Natalie Young, who works with Cattails. Natalie, can you tell us a little bit about Cattails and the process that goes with adopting these cats?
I can. Cattails is a nonprofit, no-kill feline organization. We are opposite of a shelter. We have no employees, we're all volunteers. We have no building, we're a group foster home, and totally rely on donations in order to stay afloat. In order to adopt a cat, we do have some requirements. We do have the adopter go through an application process. We do have a few, which we think are very easy rules. All pets in the home must be spayed or neutered, no declawing, and you must live somewhere where you are allowed to have a pet.
Awesome. Can you tell me, why do you think that there's a benefit to adopting these cats? How could it improve someone's mental health?
I believe every animal is an emotional support animal. I believe both the person and the animal benefits from an adoption.
Okay. And why get a cat from a shelter rather than buy it elsewhere?
We are trying to promote rescue in order to stop euthanasia in the shelters. We believe that by spaying and neutering and rescuing animals, we can get on top of this problem of overpopulation.
Well, that's all the time we have. Thank you very much for coming with us. All right, back to you, Dayton.
Reading. Okay, just be ready to read. Yeah. Okay.
Music is a part of almost everyone's lives, but for some, their lives are music. Longtime elementary school teacher is taken back at the community support Manhattan has to offer as his battle with cancer continues after 19 years. Retired elementary choir teacher John Richards has been diagnosed with cancer for the third time in 2 decades. On Sunday, March 24th, a silent auction and benefit concert was held for the support of John in his battle with multiple myeloma. Many different choirs, soloists, and instrumentalists came to offer their support and play to honor John with the sound that has become his career and his life.
Well, one thing that I've discovered, I'm less afraid of dying than I've ever been. But after seeing all these kids and stuff, they were the ones that taught me less afraid of dying, but I don't want any one of them to think I gave up. You can't give up.
Most people dream of eating out for an entire year, but when one K-State student won Mexican food for a whole year, he decided he would give it away to people who needed it more than him. Reporter Jason Clapp has the story.
Cameron Koger is a K-State student who won a K-State basketball halftime three-point contest during the Oklahoma game on March 9th, earning him Qdoba for an entire year. But Koger said that he doesn't really like Mexican food, so he wanted to find someone else to give it to.
I didn't really know what I was going to do with it. I knew that I'm personally not the biggest fan of Mexican food, so I didn't really have a need for it. I was going to offer it up to whoever could give me the best reason they wanted it. And I woke up with so many messages why people wanted it. And from there, I was like, well, all these people probably need it, but there's probably people that need it even more than them. And my friend happened to know someone that worked at the Manhattan Emergency Shelter.
Koger finally decided to give away the donation to the Manhattan Emergency Shelter. It's a good thing, too, because with the assist from Koger, the shelter can feed a lot of people.
Max capacity, we can house 47 clients. At any given time throughout the year, we're usually at 30 to 40 clients. And so with Qdoba's contribution as well, being able to double that amount, we'll be able to serve 120 individuals. So a lot of our clients here are food insecure. They're working on trying to get into stable housing, and so being able to have free meals throughout the day is a really crucial part to be able to save up money and get back on their feet.
And while Koger has been getting a lot of attention for his donation, he says that he was just trying to do the right thing.
My thought is, if you have a surplus of something, if you are in a position where you can help someone and you do, it's not really like, you shouldn't be viewed as a hero, you should be viewed as someone that did the right thing. And the right thing is overglorified a lot.
In Manhattan, I'm Jason Clapp for Channel 8 News.
If you would like to know more about the Manhattan Emergency Shelter, you can visit their website at www.mesikansas.org.
Coming up on Channel 8, our weather reporter Alec Madrigal will take a look at our 7-day forecast.
But I took the time and I looked at it. I said, number one, this is Kansas State University. That's a solid name institution. That is a research institution. It's land grant. You're not going to get better than what Kansas State is and what Kansas State stands for.
And you can actually see it.
One more.
H1 minus H2 plus V1 squared minus V2 squared all over 2. Fans, are you ready?
Welcome back to Channel 8. Now we'll talk to weatherman Alec Madrigal for a look at our upcoming weather.
All right, so for today, we are actually experiencing quite a few storms. If you take a look outside your window, you'll probably see some rain coming down. The high for today is 64, and the low for tonight will be at 35. For this weekend, we're actually expecting quite a few showers to be approaching. Tomorrow we'll be seeing a lot of showers. Saturday we'll be seeing a lot of showers, and then for Sunday we'll actually get some really nice sun coming out. So make sure you throw on some shorts, maybe a nice tank top, go outside, maybe go to the Cons or something. And then taking a look at the rest of Kansas. Here in northeast Kansas, we'll be seeing 68 degrees, and actually throughout Kansas we're experiencing some nice warmer weather, which is a good change. It's showing that we're going into spring. And then looking at southwest Kansas, we'll be seeing a little bit lower temperatures down in the 53, and then look towards, in the 68, and then look towards northwest Kansas, we'll have temperatures in 53. And then looking towards our 5-day forecast, we'll be experiencing some rain at the beginning of the week, and then we'll be moving into some sunshine, which is really nice, something that we'll all be looking forward to after this rainy weekend. Sunday, we'll be looking at a high of 52, and then going into the work week, we'll have highs in the 60s, which will be pretty nice, except you'll be cooped up inside working. Anyways, so that that's all we'll have for weather today. Back to you, Julia.
Thanks, Alec. All the way from San Jose, California, Channel 8 reporter Molly Hackett sat down with the moms of the K-State men's basketball team to see what it takes to support a Division I athlete.
For many moms, watching their children play sports as they grow up is something that stops after high school. But for these moms, it is something that has continued far past that as they have watched their sons play basketball at K-State. Trish Wade, mother of senior forward Dean Wade, said she has been especially thankful and blessed that he had the opportunity to play at K-State.
To have him play in your own home state, that's just something very special, and then people get to share that love of a Kansas boy, which is really awesome.
For other moms, it has been more of a sacrifice to make it to everything. Erica Sneed, mother of junior forward Xavier Sneed, has had to give up a lot to support her son.
I suffer from chronic migraines, but I go to every game. I give of myself to him freely and willingly because I want him to have more opportunities than I did.
Being able to support all of these athletes has not been an easy task. It has taken these moms to band together to support themselves and their sons.
LaTanya Stokes, senior guard Kamau Stokes' mom, credits Trish as being the driving factor in developing their support group.
She's always texting us, keeping us motivated. When we're not here, she, embraces our children as mothers would do, and, so we definitely appreciate her for that.
LaTanya said that making it to games is hard, but Kamau still appreciates it when she can make it.
My family has been big, a big part of my success. Being able to fly out games and see me play, and see them in the stands, it really means a lot to me.
While the season is over for these Wildcats, the bond that has been created over the last few years will be hard to break apart. In San Jose, I'm Molly Hackett, Channel 8 News.
Coming up on Channel 8, sports reporter Derek Dar will talk us through one Manhattan resident's March Madness bracket.
The best-kept secret in Manhattan is not a secret anymore. I'm Wyatt Thompson, the voice of the Wildcats, and welcome to JP's Sports Grill. With daily chef-inspired specials, a full bar, and a diverse menu that has something for everyone, this place is guaranteed to impress. JP Sports Grill, your new favorite spot.
We are a family that does not tolerate discrimination of any kind.
A family that represents a diverse and eclectic population.
We are
a family that believes
that diversity, inclusion,
and sportsmanship
are expectations.
We are a family that is supportive and seeks to promote a positive and welcoming environment.
A family that treats people with respect and dignity.
An empowered family.
Who empowers family. We are family, diverse and together.
Oh, it's been like the best adventure of my life. Best, hands down. Don't tell my children I said that, but absolutely the best thing ever. I've had so much fun. I've learned so much, and I think the thing that I love most about this program, the expectations are just like that of a regular full-time program. There's discussions, there's discussion board posts, there's interaction with the instructors, just like you would have if you were on campus. I love it.
Welcome back to Channel 8 News. Now we go to Derek Dar, who is bringing us more with sports. Derek?
Thanks, Julia. The Special Olympics World Games just wrapped up in the United Arab Emirates. One of Manhattan's local athletes just returned home from the competition. Channel 8 reporter Anna Christensen has more.
Local athlete Mallory Morris just returned home from the trip of a lifetime in the United Arab Emirates, where she ran track in the Special Olympics World Games.
I got third in the 100. I got fourth in the 400, and then I got seventh in the relay.
Back in Manhattan, spring track practice kicked off this week at Eisenhower Middle School. Special Olympics Manhattan offers sports year-round, including basketball, cheerleading, softball, and volleyball.
I think being around the other athletes that maybe don't have a lot of family around, it's been a good place for them to kind of feel like they're part of a bigger experience.
The fun of competition and the support of a community gives athletes of all ages a chance to prove themselves out here on the track.
The experience for them, you can tell that they just light up when they go and compete. And I mean, yeah, they want to win the gold medal, but they also just enjoy themselves.
And while this close-knit group enjoys just spending time together, some athletes like Mallory also come home from competitions with hardware.
Well, I got this trophy, and it says Abu Dhabi 2019 the World Games, Special Olympics, Little Apple trained.
With the World Games behind her, Mallory is still practicing hard, preparing for the regional track meet just a few weeks away. In Manhattan, I'm Anna Christensen, Channel 8 News.
For more information about local Special Olympics, check out the Manhattan Special Olympics Facebook page. Caden Stein is a student at Kansas State who has made a bracket for his March Madness bracket pool. Although Kansas State has been eliminated and his bracket isn't great, Caden says he will still watch for the rest of the tournament.
First place in at least one of my leagues, so I guess you could say fairly confident. ESPN's got me like in the bottom 10% of all their brackets, so bracket pools aren't looking so hot, but like I said, there's a little hope moving forward in the coming round. So
that wraps it up for sports today. Back to you, Julia.
Thanks, Derek. After the break, we'll have one last look at the weather forecast with Alec Madrigal.
Your identity is who you are.
Feels pretty good. Hurts a little bit when I'm putting pressure on it, but not too bad.
What's your pain level at?
Probably like a 3.
Okay, cool. So much better than yesterday.
Yeah, a lot better.
All right. Well, I'm going to start to slow it down now.
Okay.
This was my first time taking an online course, and well, it went really, really well. It really did not feel like an online course for me. It felt like we were in a classroom talking and discussing and collaborating with each other. It's a renowned university, and I really take pride in calling myself a Wildcat, and I'm really proud that I'm a K-State alumni now. So I think it adds up a lot of value that I'm from K-State.
Welcome to K-State. We're so excited all of you came to visit us here on campus. We're going to be starting our tour here in front of Anderson Hall, which is our administrative building and kind of our iconic building on campus. It houses our president's office and our vice president for student life. All right, let's get started. We're going to be going to the Union next. It houses our pool.
So Alec, what's it looking like this weekend?
All right, so for this weekend, we're actually going to be experiencing quite a few thunderstorms, unfortunately. Friday and Saturday, we'll be seeing quite a bit of rain. And coming Sunday, we'll be seeing some nice sunshine, actually, guys. So it'll only be 52, but still, it's better than being rained down upon. Are you guys doing anything this weekend, going outside or anything?
Well, with the rain going, I'm going to just sit inside today.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that. You, Julia?
Yeah, I think my family's gonna come up, so we'll just hang out.
We'll be covering K-State changing tuition costs.
And an update on the Dusty Bookshelf right here on Channel 8 News.